What are actually removed from the law when Yahusha came to save us from our sin and died on the stake? Did he remove or change the Torah? The scriptures do not teach that the law or Torah was abolished or destroyed. What changed was the administration, application, and certain shadow elements, not the righteous standard of Yahweh. This video is for reference purposes only. I highly encouraged everyone to read the scriptures for much better understanding. I will present this in clear, deep structure using scripture. Yahusha did not abolish the Torah. Matthew 5, verse 17 to 18. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. The Torah remains. He confirmed it, lived with it, and brought it to full meaning. Sin is still defined by Torah. 1 John 3, verse 4. Everyone doing sin also does lawlessness, and sin is lawlessness. If the law were removed, sin would not exist. But sin still exists. Therefore the Torah standard still stands. What was actually removed was the condemnation and written debt. Colossians 2, verse 13 to 14. And you, being dead in your trespasses and the uncircumcision of your flesh, he has made alive together with him, having forgiven you all trespasses, having blotted out that which was written by hand against us, by the dogmas which stood against us. And he has taken it out of the way, having nailed it to the stake. This does not say the Torah was nailed. It says the record of debt, the penalty against us, was removed. Romans 8, verse 1 to 2. There is then now no condemnation to those who are in Messiah Yahusha, who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. For the Torah of the Spirit of the life in Messiah Yahusha has set me free from the Torah of sin and of death. For the law of the Spirit of life hath made me free from the law of sin and death. Freedom from the penalty of sin, not from obedience. The sacrificial system changed. The shadow to reality. Hebrews 10, verse 1. For the Torah, having a shadow of the good matters to come, and not the image itself of the matters, was never able to make perfect those who draw near with the same slaughter offerings, which they offer continually year by year. Hebrews 10, verse 10. By that desire we have been set apart through the offering of the body of Yahusha Messiah once for all. Animal sacrifices were shadows. Yahusha became the final perfect offering. Therefore, no more animal sacrifices for sin. The Levitical priesthood was transferred. Hebrews 7, verse 12. For the priesthood being changed, of necessity there takes place a change of law also, not destruction of Torah, but change in priesthood administration. Hebrews 7, verse 26 to 27. For it was fitting that we should have such a high priest, kind, innocent, undefiled, having been separated from sinners and exalted above the heavens, who does not need, as those high priests, to offer up slaughter offerings day by day, first for his own sins and then for those of the people. For this he did once for all, when he offered up himself. Yahusha is now the high priest. The Torah is now written in the heart. Jeremiah 31, verse 33. For this is the covenant I shall make with the house of Yasharal after those days, declares Yahweh. I shall put my Torah in their inward parts, and write it on their hearts. And I shall be their Elohim, and they shall be my people. Hebrews 8, verse 10. Because this is the covenant that I shall make with the house of Yasharal after those days, says Yahuwah, giving my laws in their mind, and I shall write them on their hearts, and I shall be their Elohim, and they shall be my people. The Torah was not removed, it was internalized. Justification is no longer through the old system. Galatians 2, verse 16. Knowing that a man is not declared right by works of Torah, but through belief in Yahusha Messiah, even we have believed in Messiah Yahusha, in order to be declared right by belief in Messiah, and not by works of Torah. Because by works of Torah no flesh shall be declared right. Torah does not save, but through Yahusha will be saves. But Torah still defines righteousness. Romans 3, verse 31. Do we then nullify the Torah through the belief? Let it not be. On the contrary, we establish the Torah. The curse of the law was removed, not the law itself. Galatians 3, verse 13. Messiah redeemed us from the curse of the Torah, having become a curse for us. For it has been written, Cursed is everyone who hangs upon a tree. The curse is the penalty for disobedience, not the commandments themselves. Shadow commands versus eternal commands. Colossians 2, verse 16 to 17. Let no one therefore judge you in eating or in drinking, or in respect of a festival or a new moon or Sabbaths, which are a shadow of what is to come, but the body of the Messiah. These point to a greater reality in Messiah. They are not abolished, but fulfilled in him. What changed and what did not? What is not removed? Torah as righteous standard. Definition of sin. Obedience to Yahuwah, set-apart living. What's been removed or changed? Animal sacrifices were already fulfilled in Yahusha. Levitical priesthood was transferred to Messiah. Condemnation, penalty of sin, was written record of debt. Justification by works of law. Ecclesiastes 12 verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the entire matter. Fear Elohim and guard his commands, for this applies to all mankind. John 14 verse 15. If you love me, keep my commandments. Revelation 14 verse 12. Here is the endurance of the set-apart ones. Here are those guarding the commands of Elohim and the belief of Yahusha. Yahusha did not remove the Torah. He removed the penalty, fulfilled the shadows, and restored the true obedience through the heart. The Torah remains, but now it is lived through the Spirit, not just the letter. The hidden truth is not that the Torah was removed, nor simply that it was kept. The Torah was transformed in its function, from external command to living identity in Yahusha. The Torah is not just law, it is the expression of Yahuwah himself. Psalms 40 verse 7 to 8. Then I said, see, I have come. In the scroll of the book it is prescribed for me. I have delighted to do your pleasure, O my Elohim, and your Torah is within my heart. Yes, your law is within my heart. John 1 verse 1 and 14. Verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Elohim, and the Word was Elohim. Verse 14. And the Word became flesh and pitched his tent among us, and we saw his esteem. Esteem as of an only brought forth of a Father, complete in favor and truth. The Word is the living Torah. Yahusha is the Torah made flesh. The Torah is not just commands, it is a person. Sinai was the shadow. Yahusha is the full revelation. 2 Corinthians 3 verse 6. Who also made us competent as servants of a renewed covenant, not of the letter but of the Spirit. For the letter kills, but the Spirit gives life. The problem was never the Torah. The problem was man's heart. Romans 8 verse 3 to 4. For the Torah being powerless, in that it was weak through the flesh, Elohim, having sent his own Son in the likeness of flesh of sin, and concerning sin, condemned sin in the flesh, so that the righteousness of the Torah should be completed in us who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. The Torah could command righteousness, but could not produce it. Yahusha does not replace Torah. He enables its true fulfillment within you. The old system was external control. The new covenant was internal transformation. Ezekiel 36 verse 26 to 27. And I shall give you a new heart, and put a new spirit within you. And I shall take the heart of stone out of your flesh, and I shall give you a heart of flesh, and put my spirit within you. And I shall cause you to walk in my laws and guard my right rulings, and shall do them. Obedience is no longer forced. It becomes natural through the Spirit. This means the Torah is no longer a burden outside you. It becomes your nature. The true change are from the Tam, letter to spirit, shadow to reality. Hebrews 8 verse 5. Who serve a copy and shadow of the heavenly, as Moshe was warned when he was about to make the tent. For he said, see that you make all according to the pattern shown you on the mountain. Colossians 2 verse 17. Which are a shadow of what is to come, but the body of the Messiah. Everything in Torah pointed to him. Sacrifices represents his death. Priesthood represents his intercession. Feasts represents his appointed times. Sabbath represents his rest. To follow Torah without seeing Yahusha is to hold the shadow and miss the body. The cross or stake did not cancel law. It exposed sin and ended its power. Romans 6 verse 6 to 7. Knowing this, that our old man was impaled with him, so that the body of sin might be rendered powerless, to serve sin no longer. For he who has died has been made right from sin. The real enemy was not the law, it was the sin nature. The stake was not against Torah, it was against sin. The highest level of this topic is union, not just obedience. Galatians 2 verse 20. I have been impaled with Messiah, and I no longer live, but Messiah lives in me. And that which I now live in the flesh, I live by belief in the Son of Elohim, who loved me and gave himself for me. This is beyond commandments. This is identity transformation. You do not just keep Torah, you become a vessel where Torah lives. The end goal, when a people who are the living law. Revelation 21 verse 3. And I heard a loud voice from the heaven saying, See, the booth of Elohim is with men, and he shall dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Elohim himself shall be with them, and be their Elohim. Not stone tablets, not written scrolls, but a people transformed. Revelation 14 verse 12. Here is the endurance of the set-apart ones. Here are those guarding the commands of Elohim and the belief of Yahusha. Both Yahuwah the Father and Yahusha Messiah must exist together. The Torah was never abolished. The penalty and shadow system were fulfilled. The priesthood was transferred. The law moved from stone, heart. Obedience moved from duty, nature. The Word became flesh. Then flesh becomes like the Word. The deepest truth was, the goal was never just to follow the Torah. The goal was that through Yahusha, the Torah would become who you are. Thank you for watching and see you on my next video. May Yahuwah baruch us and guide us. Shalom and have a great Yom.